Welcome to Pull the Pin Ready, a place where average veterans come to share their opinions about the world we live in. We can't guarantee you're going to like our opinions.
But I promise you, we can give them to you anyway.
I'm Jim.
And I'm Nate. And let's pull the pin already.
Let's do it, Nate. Welcome back again. I'm liking it. I know I'm going to have to do some more of those single episodes because I'm going away for 3 weeks. I've told you guys this before. Schedule's going to change. We're going to have to do some adjustments. So be on the lookout for that and don't panic because we'll still be around.
But at the end of the day,
We'll
Jim
still get you something. We'll still get you something. So at the end of the day, I think that's like 5 episodes in a row. I've commented about that. I guess it's really bugging me, huh? It's not bad. Everybody has their little ticks or whatever they call them, right? So I'm not disappointed nor surprised, and I don't think that's a bad one. Anyway, we're not going to talk. I got a whole bunch of them, really, when you think about it. Anyway, I do that. Yeah, I do a whole bunch of them. We probably need to come up with a bingo card for me, right? That might work. Maybe Joe, since you and your girlfriend are the sleuth of the internet, why don't you do that? Why don't you scrub through an episode and find the words that I use a lot and make a bingo card? I'm sure that would be too much work, right? All right. Anyways, see, there you go. So whatever. I don't want to run past our 3-minute deadline that we got that some user subscriber put on us. So we're going to talk about some headlines from the mainstream media, quote unquote, that stuff around the world, and we're going to see how we feel and think about them. And our opinion is really important. Why, Nate?
We're average veterans. We've been around the world and we know everything.
Yeah. So let's just tell these people how to think and feel.
All right. We're getting started.
1 million starter homes are now the norm in over 100 U.S. cities.
Well, cost just keeps going up. Pretty soon it's going to be a $2 million starter home is going to be the norm.
But who's buying them?
People that can afford them.
It says starter home. That would mean wages would have to go up.
Well, I'm sure California has them. Like all those San Francisco and all those places where a gallon of milk costs $14.95.
Yeah, but I mean, are they being bought up by other millionaires who already have homes, or are they like who's buying these $1 million starter homes? Like, if your kids get 18 and they get out of the house, they're not buying them. You can have 20 middle-aged guys, coming out. They're not buying them. They have to have very wealthy jobs.
Well, don't know them in over 100 cities, so I'm sure they're making good money buying their first starter home.
So you think the wages in city have gone up?
Oh, the wages have gone up, yeah. Not enough, not just $5 million starter home, but
yeah, I don't see who's buying these homes. I mean, not starters, not new buyers. If they're just starter homes, meaning they're the generic brand of no home, and a bunch of rich people are buying multiple homes. Yeah, I can see that because the rich keep getting richer. I mean, I don't know if you weren't there in the episode. We talked about the Bitcoin thing. When Bitcoin dropped, all these investors bought the dropped price.
Of course.
So
that's how it works.
Right. So what, you think maybe that drop was on purpose and these are the same people? Like, I get it. We're literally going back to, like I just said, the last episode I think we did. We're going back to those medieval days where we have a ruling class and then the rest of us are peasants. We're going back there. That's the direction of what we're doing. And you can tell that by what people talk about, the hypocrisy of the government. You understand, these people in the government, they don't think it's hypocrisy. They just think they're smarter and know better than you. They think they are the chosen people. Sorry, this nasty drink, it's coughing.
It's
one of those good for you drinks.
Yeah, it looks disgusting.
It does look disgusting. It's, vitamins, vegetables, and vitamin stuff. But so those are the ones that are making all the decisions because they know better than you. And how do they know better than you? Because they're richer than you.
Because they make the rules.
Yeah. So, I mean, if people can't see right now, like, that's what I don't understand. It's like two homeless people fighting about racism. You know what I mean? Like, dude, are you serious? Like, you got bigger problems in the world and you're going to fight with your neighbor over some stupid topic that, probably isn't even, real. So I don't understand people. Like, all of their focus, I don't even want to say aggression because that could be inciting a riot, but all their focus should be on the people who are harming them. The people who are really oppressed. Like, there's a whole oppression Olympics going on women are oppressed. Oh, colored people of color are oppressed, or transgenders are oppressed. When in reality, everybody who's not rich is oppressed. Even some of the rich people might be oppressed, but we're all oppressed because they keep taking our damn money to make these other people rich. Now it's different. It's different when you dumb folks buy your Apple products at overpriced because you have to have an Apple and you give these rich people money. That's different than the government. The government is just taking your money. They don't give you a product. So you're making these people rich and they're making decisions for you based on their lifestyle, which is crazy.
And
And
you think that can change? You think it's too far down the line now that
I think it's never going to change. I think it's humankind. I think that's why Rome changed, right? How did Rome change it? They had another oppressive government take them over, right? I mean, that's really what it is. So we as a system will be torn down, but mankind is the same. I mean, I think this is everywhere in the world. Some people just do it better. Some people are slower. Some people are faster at it. You know what I mean? People want to be quick to call out things like Hitler and all that stuff like that. Hitler is probably just a fast working extreme, but it's the same thing we're doing right here. We're not, it's not the same exact thing because he was trying to make one particular race, but the elite people want elite people around. They want all the resources. They want the poor people to do the work so that they can have all the resources. It's that simple. Even when you think about, that's why I get pissed off when you think about these rich people that go do these charitable things. Like, I understand, like Mr. Beast was a big one for me, and I don't know if we had this conversation,
yeah,
but
we have.
he's a big one for me. I mean, when you're getting rich off the charity you're giving other people, that's not charity, dude. Sorry. I understand the other person is receiving something,
But it's
but that's a
working.
contract. That's what that is. It's getting something for something. And I guess everything is like that. So I'm not going to lie that everything is something for something. There's always a transaction because you could be getting joy, you could be getting closer to your God. Everything has a transaction. But when it's a monetary transaction, you're not even spending your own money. That's not charity. You're spending other people's money, and that's what the government does, except they keep some for themselves. So, granted, oh, we're not going to tax your tips. No, but we're still going to get our taxes so we can keep getting paid, and we're going to still make our money. They never give for the people. It's
Well,
always for themselves.
the funny thing is they think they're taxing tips right now when people aren't claiming them anyway.
Right?
So
Exactly. Who? I didn't even know they did. I was wondering that. Maybe these computer-based systems they have to.
yeah, if you like using credits like that,
Yeah.
you kind of have to
So cash
claim
tips,
those.
they're not being claimed.
Oh, I'm sure not.
But even people in companies and businesses that take cash only, they ain't even paying taxes, I bet. Oh, we didn't make much this year. Meanwhile, the cash is going in the back. And that's the problem. That's mankind. That's humankind. And I made a comment or a scenario about speeding. How many people do we know speed, even though it's illegal? But yet we justify it like, well, there's no cars around, or I didn't notice, or I'm in a hurry. Like, and we tend to make that okay. Now, I understand there could be an aspect where it is okay. Maybe the rules should be changed or bent, but at the end of the day, they are breaking the rule, right?
Sure.
So, you know, why would you think anything else from peasant to king? They're all
Well,
doing this.
our money's not bad anyway because
Because what?
Biden Treasury Secretary claims
Oh, right.
absurdly
Oh, I didn't even
national
see you
debt
change
is
that.
in a reasonable place.
I didn't even see you change it. My
Uh,
bad. I'll reread it because I talked over you. Biden's Treasury Secretary claims absurdly national debt in a reasonable place.
see, we're good.
Yeah, well, we're good because the rich people who control your money are telling you everything's okay.
Exactly.
The people who give you,
That's exactly where you were going. The rich people.
yeah, the rich people will say, "Hey, it's all good." And look, there is some truth to this. Let's be real. There is some truth. According to their plan, everything is reasonable because they're trying to tear down the country and the economy so that they can install their little, one or one currency across the world and control everybody through everything. I mean, look, dude, let's break this down to the core root. Everything we read here still goes to the core root of mankind. You people who, oh, free the Palestinians, oh, this, that, whatever your stance is, this is humankind. We have always, as human beings, taken, destroyed, conquered for the resources that we need to survive. Mankind has done that forever. How is it any different for the rich? The difference being is that their resources are way up here.
Yeah, yeah.
Most people can live here. They need to live here, so they need their money coming. In fact, you know how you can tell that? Think about the people in government right now that are scared that when Donald Trump gets elected, they're trying to bail or make amends. Why? If you are a talented individual with skills, you'll continue to make the money you make. But if you have no talent and you're a fraud, then you need to get out. Now, the ones who are going to go to jail because they know they did something illegal, they got the right to be scared. But you understand what I'm saying? Just because you're going to lose a job under, the new government doesn't mean you're going to be unemployed, because you should have talent, right?
Well,
But
the new government, like, he's going to change everybody at the top of the cabinets. They're all going to lose their jobs, and he's going to put who he wants in those cabinet positions.
right. And you know what they've done? They've spent the last 3 years working with banks, defense contractors, so that they have a job when they get removed from their office. And this is the cycle. This is exactly the royal family putting their siblings in positions when they get fired by the new royal family. It's just the same, but it's just recycled rich people all over the place. Recycled rich people. And yet somebody's going to be mad at me. I'm not rich, not even close. I may look like I'm rich because I make bad decisions with my money, but I'm not even close to rich. You know what I mean?
How do you have all those things? You must have a lot of money. No, I am financially irresponsible.
Yes, exactly, which is most of America. But so you get what I'm saying? So I just feel like if people would just wake up, because all these headlines they're starting to see the same. They're the same to me. Like, how does this lady say it's a reasonable place? Any fool can go look in history and know it's exponentially bigger. How is that reasonable?
Oh, because we have $1 million starter homes right now, so the debt's good. But we'll move on.
It's crazy, man. So let's go a different direction. Something we ain't heard nothing about in a while. Ukraine's military incursion into Russia continues.
Conducts.
Conducts strikes on Russian airfields.
This war still going on over there?
Exactly, dude.
I
Remember it
thought
was like all the news?
was it last episode? I think we're sending a submarine to the Middle East now. What about Russia and Ukraine? I
Or
haven't heard.
maybe that those trillions of dollars are finally being
Yeah, I was gonna say
they're
I
being withdrawn
haven't seen it advertised that we're still sending billions of dollars over there for no reason at all.
because they already got all they ran that kitty dry. So they milked that cow completely. So this is why I laugh, because it was big news. Everybody cared about it. You got morons out on the street putting Ukraine flags on their front porch, like that meant anything. You got all these people standing with the crooks that are stealing their money to give it to some country who could give a damn about you. Ukraine don't give a damn about the United States unless you're giving them money. So I just laugh at these people. We're so easily moved by celebrities, music, all this garbage that nobody even talks to their neighbor anymore, which is a direct impact in their life. Hell, even your local government. You want to get mad about government? Go see what your mayor's doing, or your whoever's in charge of your town, your school. Go do that, because that impacts your family right there immediately. It's just crazy, dude. I'm losing faith in humanity. I really am, and I don't understand how we went so far off. I don't want to call people stupid and morons, because I have to believe that this was some sort of societal shift. I mean, Ukraine, this whole game over there is a joke. Like, one minute Ukraine didn't stand a chance. Now all of a sudden they're conquering Russia, but yet Russia's siding with China and getting ready for another world war. And Russia still has time to do cyber attacks on us and influence our election while they're in the middle of a war. People, stop. Stop. I understand I fell for it too. I
Did you
went in
see?
the army thinking we're going to war because we need to defend democracy, or whatever the heck that is. What was our big thing? Why did we go to wars?
Oil.
Well, no, that's the reason we went. Resources, right? That's the real reason we went to wars. But what did they tell us? It was It wasn't democracy, was it?
Weapons of mass destruction.
Was it a threat to our country, or like, I
Yeah.
don't know, man.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever the lie was then, it's still all a lie. And I just don't understand why people keep falling for this crap. I mean, I guess I do understand because I probably fell for it at one point too. Just wake up, people. Just wake up. This big game, it's all a freaking game on how they can get resources. Money's a resource.
What'd you say?
Oh, tracing Mexican drug traffickers led investigators to a surprising source: Chinese money launderers.
Ooh. You mean all those Chinese out in the country to buy up land and everything around our military bases? Those people, or no?
Wow. And see, that's the funny thing too. Again, this is big headline, right? So what do we got here? We got Mexican drug traffickers, right? The mafia, whatever, running for some Chinese money launderers. Okay, how is this any different than what we already have in this country? It's not. We have enough of this in our own country right here. We got, mafia type people, money laundering. I mean, I can't speak ill about people, but I know a man who owns a business who's bought several assets just to do this, just to launder money. Like, I can't prove any of it. That's why the FBI or whoever, Secret Service do that. Either way, I can't prove any of it. That's why they don't know about it.
Secret Service does counterfeit money. I don't think they do.
Is it
laundering.
counterfeit? Okay.
Yeah, Secret Service counterfeit.
All right, so the FBI. Well, anyway, who can count on the FBI? Because they'll first see who's involved. Like, oh no, we know them. Never mind. That's not a crime. So yeah.
Oh, that's the Chinese we put in place. We're good.
Right. That's the Chinese we let in. That'll look bad on Harris or Obama. So let's just move on. Move along. None see here. You know what I mean? That's the point of it. The two-tiered justice system, it's not, hypocrisy, it's hierarchy. We're in charge. We know it's better. This is right because we say it is. You're wrong because you say it is. It's not any reason, logic, or anything. This is more of the stuff. How did you not know this was happening? Why is this a surprise?
Right? It's been going on forever.
Right. How do you not know this? You got a big fentanyl problem with, people trafficking it into the U.S. and then you're surprised that the Chinese are involved after you let them all in too? Like, I don't know, man. Yeah, this is one of those episodes where I don't know. It's almost, you know what I mean? It's almost like I've become depressed. This is supposed to like undepress me or keep me from being depressed. But the more I look at the things in the United States, the more I look at people. What?
You picked the headlines to depress.
Yeah, I know. It's not the headline that depresses me. It's the conversation and realizing, because that was sort of a realization. I didn't plan on talking about, the overall theme of all of this that everyone keeps ignoring. That's the depressing part to me. Let me give you a quick example before I break it down. Before I get off this, in the dating world, I know you don't know anything about this, but in the dating world, you have many women who want an honest man, right? It's on there. Everybody,
sure.
You don't believe this? Do you believe women
want
an honest man?
Yeah,
right?
I'm saying sure.
Right. And then they encounter a man who's honest and you're too honest. Do I look good in this dress? No, I don't like it. So at the end of the day, so what I'm trying to say here is people are so full of crap. They're so full of crap. Even me, I don't understand why I think people give a damn about my opinion, because it is just my opinion. Nobody cares about it. And that's probably why we don't have a lot of people watching, because nobody cares about my opinion. But as a veteran, I've seen a lot more. I've done a lot more than most of these people who sit behind their keyboards and pretend they know everything. I just wish people would wake the hell up, man. I wish they would. And I'm going to go ahead and get the hell out of here before I get really depressed and have to, call a hotline or something like that's going to do some good. Anyways, let's get out of here. Thanks, Nate, for showing up. Thank you all for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. Keep the comments coming. Remember, we're going to be probably altering our schedule, so hopefully we can get enough content out. Don't be afraid. I shouldn't probably talk like that right before our content gets cut for a little while. Well, then you'll see who really cares, right? Either way, until then, Godspeed.
And pull the pin ready. Boom.
Thanks for joining us here at Pull the Pin Already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on